that's paid, and I appreciate them for paying. I just have to, Nikki, I just got to get the link. Find out, Nikki, do you want to come on and chit chat? Which I'm going to look in here for a minute. And then we will get to, you know what? I didn't even set up the screen. All right. Me needs to find the screen. Yes. Hello. See, now I got myself talking again. Now they got that screen up. Now I got to go to the next one. Oh, almost there, people. It's still not quite there. Oh, my stars. Nikki, I'll get you in. Oh, I'll come on. Yay! Oh, I'm so happy for that. Yes, Kelly, you're definitely, that's part of deprived. Good thing you're seeing the overall picture of that. Okay, so you go under something different. Oops, is it that one? No, I spelled it wrong. There it is. And let me get to you, and then I will send you the link. And just remember, she's coming on. She can have just voice, but if she wants to use video, then it becomes the property of Medicine Woman Solution. And I will be discreet if something bad happens. I had somebody that came on that was tripping from their marijuana, but I pulled that video. They didn't have to be humiliated or nothing. So you know what I mean. I respect you in many ways. I'm not doing it just to get ratings. I want people to learn, to grow, and to heal, because this is an amazing thing. The triple warmer isn't a very tricky thing because you won't realize it's usually on all the time. And one of the things about the triple warmer is it will stay on all the time. And when it does that, it will cause you to not know the difference. And sometimes it will be tight. Sometimes it can cause you to be in pain or shock. And then on others, it can be something, whatever. Hey, Nikki, can you hear me, darling?
I can hear you.
Hey.
Hey, Brenda, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Listen to your chippery voice. I love that.
I was at the beach today, so I'm very grounded.
Yes. Oh, I love that. Those ions are just a dancing. Oh, good for you. How can I help you, hon?
Yeah, whatever pops up, the usual.
Yeah, I love that. So people, it's a form of trust, but what it is, it's not about trusting me, it's trusting your spirit.
Yeah. You always tell me what I need to hear when I need to hear it.
Good. That means you're attracting in better for yourself. Now I'm going to tell you, your 3-year-old self is standing right before me.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to understand, it's not just pulling up and doing inner child work. That your 3-year-old is just alive as you are, just happens to be that you are focusing through this one. But your 3-year-old is coming forward and says, people always dump on me. So now I'm going to ask, did you feel like people dumped their crap on you as a kid?
Yeah, as an adult too.
Okay, so now notice she knows the pattern. So her soul is going to keep repeating it until she heals it. Now they said it has to do with eventually you got fear of being bold. Okay, it kind of just deterred you from going into being bold because people are just going to dump their shit on you. I also see the dumping of the shit in this case. It has to do with, well, I would have done it this way, or you're not doing it the right way. Do you understand that? They like when they're all in pain and you're doing your thing, they're like, they disregard what you're doing, yank you into their space. You have to be there for me. Expectation. Does that make sense? Yeah.
And actually, I think 2021 has been all about kind of seeing that, to be honest with you. So I feel like probably just in the last couple of months, I'm not really allowing that much.
Excellent. Oh, excellent. Okay, so now then one of the things that you're meant to feel and understand how it's all hooked together is the compulsion feeling of, I'm going to have to behave like that. You won't realize it unless you're listening. So there's a part of your body that wants you to hear. So the messenger, which is the body, is saying to you, all of a sudden, are you doing behaviors that you didn't know you were doing or you didn't want to do, but you're doing them and you're like, catch yourself later? Have you ever done that?
Yeah, I'm doing that now, actually. I'm starting to be like an observer of my thoughts.
Okay, good. So you're starting to behave,
Yeah.
in spiritual aspects to notice how you were behaving.
Right, right.
Okay. Then they said, notice there are times that certain trigger words. Now they're saying, did you do them to yourself? No, other people do them. There'll be trigger words that will happen. And what happens is that you'll start to begin to feel a little bit helpless. Now, literally, if you understand that word, helpless, whether you have pictures outside of yourself or your body can feel it, if you pay attention, it's part of a trick word to get you to behave. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. And they said this morphogenic field in your energy. You are disconnected from your spiritual aspect because you got this thing with your morphogenic field that says, you got to do this. It's like you convinced yourself around, and then now your 7-year-old said, I have to do this because they keep dumping. So you've been doing your best all your life to figure out, how do I solve this to make this thing stop happening? And they keep saying that it's so subtle, which means people are probably not responsible for the energy they bring in the space. And you are very, so I'm going to ask, are you a sensitive? I feel like more of you're a kinesthetic. So you're more of a feeler than, and then you're an auditory. So auditory visual. I feel auditory at this point. You're showing me a story. And what happens is once you feel it and your vibration starts doing a drum beat, all of a sudden you'll hear it, and then the drum in your ear starts to do a drum beat, and then all of a sudden you have to dance to the tune of readjustment in order for whatever it is it's got your attention now. Okay. And your body then goes into a compulsion. So we really have to understand this next part. When you're working with spirit, because you're in tribe, okay, and just watch the videos and all of this, but do this. Because you're working with that energy field that I'm in, that is your source, it can read it and understand. It wants you to notice that you're going to work with your older selves, and those are called runners, and they're going to bring in the story that you have to look at. Because you're cooperating and working with your soul self,
Okay.
you don't have to be thrown off guard. You're saying with grace and ease, thank you, Spirit, for bringing in the thing that I am to look at and to heal that I can't see yet. And then all of a sudden it'll start, you ask, please stand out in such a way that I get it. So loud that I know it's from you. And it doesn't have to be a bitch slap.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
You're going to go, huh, that's connected to that. Okay. It can be as simple as, kids running around screaming, and you're like, oh my God. Oh, wait, stop. Spirit's saying, what's happening? Notice your reactions to what's going on. This could be love that the kids are doing, and you don't know how to handle it. Okay. Or is that a clue? If this is it, that's the phrase. You pull out your magic wand and you focus on it. And you're like, oh, I see it. If this is it, so be it. And then you just kind of tell the universe, you get it, you're cooperating. And what's going to occur is that you're going to take yourself higher, and you're going to rise in a level of consciousness that you're going to say, oh my gosh, because then if you're starting to really get in the flow of this, everything in your space will magically change, but your brain will accept it. And you're going to go, holy fuck. Because everything's lining in your favor, because you're standing on your path and you're getting it. And you're saying, I don't really want to pull my energy there anymore. And you don't have to do anything fancy except for begin to notice. Really? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. This is what it means. If this is it, so be it. And it changes like that. And when it starts to, and I feel like a lot of it has to do with people with you. And they said, if you pay attention about taking offense, let that be the twang. Okay? Ask Spirit, in my messenger body, do I hold the twang? And if I do, show me where it's at. So when somebody will say something, you might go, or, oh, yeah. I mean, we do facial expressions, we make sound effects, but sometimes it's a physical sensation because it's really being pronounced in this next week or so, that when somebody starts to say something, you're going to be able to feel a physical component to that, whether it's an emotion that they walk in the room and they're screaming their bloody heads off. It'll feel like daggers. Oh my God. Okay. And you don't mean to take offense, but what happens is you're like, I don't want to play in this field. Your boundary is saying, okay. But if your mind is in ego, then all of a sudden you're going to take offense and you're going to go there and no, you don't need to do that. Just say, oh, yeah, I may not believe what you're saying. I'm fully aware of this. That's your story. I'm not going to participate. Now, there's all these different ways of thinking about it, but I need you to take, if you're feeling the twang, I want you to heal it out so that it unhooks itself. You are asking for a feeling, the feels, the sensations to which your body remembers, but your mind doesn't. And when it goes off, your mind will take offense to it. So that's what we taught ourselves.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden you won't know it because your ego's going, oh my God, we need to survive this. But spirit says, hold on, it's a twang. I'm losing power. I just lost power. I just gave my power away. Do I really want to give my power away? Get back your power. Oh, you're yellow. Get back here. Get back in this spot. And then you're just going to stop. And notice what your spirit is like saying, pay attention to your ego. Oh my God, I can't believe you said that. I would never do that. No. Stop. Wait a minute. I'm in my divine mind and I can hear my story. Do I really need to give my power away to keep this drama? Am I a soap opera? Who's got the pen? Hold on. Cut. Redo the scene, please. And
yeah,
this is serious. No, once you start,
no, I feel like I've been going through this, so I'm glad you're talking about it. I just started.
Good, because again, when you're carrying and following this wave of energy, it's all for your highest good. And like I said, the more you hang with me, the more you do this, the more you are going to have the same opportunities. This isn't nothing magical. This is not, doesn't have to be foo-foo. It doesn't have to be a mystery. It's all there for everybody. You're learning to jump on the wave of potential, though, and on the quantum field, and begin to see that you can be taught and you can learn and you can raise yourself and you can learn how to get out of hell because you're starting to see things that you can choices. Do I have to? Like I'll go, oh God, I'm so mad at myself. And then when I test, it's like, no, I'm not. I'm like, well, why am I even believing that? No, get back your energy. I'm not going to lose power to this story. I'm going to take it higher. I'm going to rise out of this. And yes, I do feel you are there. You're getting it.
Yeah, I I feel like it's just started, but it's,
now I will tell you one thing. Notice cycles.
Yes.
And when you're like, oh shit, yes, and 90% of the thoughts that I had the day before are going to repeat itself. But the cycles I'm referring to is you see them on an epi. An epi marker is you see it in the family. It's a cycle with your family. It's like,
it is.
do you really want to do that? And this is going to challenge you because you know, traditions, my culture, or this is the way, you know, how you show love. You're going to learn how to redefine these things. And you're going to have to be bold enough to say, and I want you to really pay attention. All right, body, are we going to invest our life force into that? Well, if I don't, they're going to get pissed off. Right there. Warning, danger. Heal it.
Okay.
Because your body is telling you that you're going to repeat something that's going to cause loss to you. And you have a choice. Am I more afraid of them? Or am I more afraid that I am going to lose my power? I'm not afraid. Holy shit, I'm losing. I just gave my power away for that. Is that what I'm creating? Because you got the pen, you have the clay, you get to just do your script of your movie. Don't let anybody else write it. Don't jump on the bandwagon because that's what the world's saying.
Yeah.
Stop the cycles. And just becoming aware and calling your energy back, being responsible, helping your body to say it doesn't have to go there. You are going to stand in a position of more of a spiritual power. And I'm not talking about, oh, I got spiritual powers. Authenticity. All of a sudden you're like, I'm standing in my nature and I don't have to really play this. Doesn't mean you're a robot and you don't feel. You have feels, but you don't have to have false ones anymore. I think you're doing great. Your energy field just says that you are waking up. Oh, have you started to dream answers now?
Oh my gosh. Well, the other day I had a dream and I feel like I saw I thought I saw my past lives or something, but I think I saw my ancestors now.
Ooh. Ooh.
And yeah, so I went
So
on
understand.
ancestry.com. Yeah. And I kind of, yeah.
Okay. In a dream, you are always healing and growing.
Mhm.
You'll see where you've repeated. They'll even, once you start to work dream work, they'll tell you,
Yeah.
oh, look, this is your progress report. Oh, all those, like, so if you're looking at all your ancestors, one of the things is that we want to think, oh, they're always there to support us. But take a little step further. These are all of yourselves. Now, if
Mhm.
your story, oh, I have all of my selves are coming together to end the cycle, or I'm looking at all of this about how a little bit further, what is this thing, this trait we have that maybe I can heal this out. So I think I may just have to do a dream work class. But
Yeah,
anyway,
please. I would love that.
yeah, because that would mean everybody have to come and do some work, meaning they'd have to bring your dreams in and we would analyze
Yeah.
them together so you could learn how to understand dream world. Because yeah,
You
I had my
know,
progress report this morning. It was like, oh, I'm doing
you
good.
know what? Last week I also had a dream where someone was teaching me about the power of my words.
I love it. Oh my God, I love it. That means you called in your highest position or your highest teacher. We have all of these archetypes of ourselves that have already been there, done that. And these are in these collectives. And as this energy starts to align up, you're like, I did this once. I don't remember. So I'm going to call in my highest position, or I'm going to call in my, and all of this. So you're doing it. Good job.
Yeah. So now I'm a little more cautious, what I say, because, they showed me, how I would say something in my past and how I made it come true, So
You
they kind of
magical
scared the
being,
crap
you.
out of me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're serious. You got to be careful.
I'm beginning to think I
So
need to do a DreamWorks course
that would be great.
because it's not what people think it is.
Mm-hmm.
And once you start to understand, it's like a report card or a guidance, healing, and how you can do these things, you'll be amazed at yourself, because then you do not have to go into the wave of where the world is headed. It's not headed, it's just always there. But you can choose to change how you view things and change the quantum flow, because we change everything into particles.
Mm-hmm.
You need to stop. And the people that don't dream, yeah, we can turn that back on so you can dream healthy. All right. Thank you so much,
Thank
Nikki.
you, Brenda.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I love that. I love the fact that was a glorious report. It's not always having to go into deep some healing, but she needed to hear that she was on the path and that she's doing it. So take that information and run with it. Go deeper and go higher in a frequency that is about balancing the yin and the yang, so you can have love and wisdom. It's the unity and the marriage of love and wisdom. That's what's happening. Okay, so somebody, Miranda says, I only remember dreams that are progress reports or something I need to heal in my waking life. Good. Kelly says, I'm confused. Dream conversations with real ones. Oh, someone gave me grow answers in dreams. Well, it was me. Yes, you will come back. Your aspects of yourself will come in as you or other forms, whether it's just yin or yang. How is that energy moving? Because that's all you end up being. So I saw this thing, something else from Kelly. Yeah, my dreams have been in the same dream city for the last like 6 months now. So sometimes we can feel like we're missing something in the scenery. So like in the movie Inception, there's all of the architect stuff that's around. But what if you ask something in this, if you're supposed to learn from that, great. But if there's something there that you meant to see, ask it to stand out, like dream in black and white and color. And you're like, how do you do that? You work with yourself. You work with that realm. You work with yourself. And you say, can you do that? Yeah, I can do that. And you don't have to try hard. Like it's like when you're trying to master a going bathroom, you're grunting and No, just know that I'm putting the suggestion out there. I'm working with my spirit. Thank you, spirit. TYS. Thank you, spirit. And what will happen is, because you're in that frequency, you're going to be able to do it better. And you can also, here's the thing, like people will, like I've been in people's situations where all of a sudden the energy, have you ever been in a meditation, a circle group, all of these things? Oh my God, the vibe goes high. And then when you go home, you're like, what the hell happened? Where did it go? Okay. Well, at the same time, there's this grid that it's on. And if you're like, oh my God, I need that extra oomph because I'm by myself, you already know what it feels like. You just jump on the grid. Okay. You jump on the grid. It's different than your axis. Your axis goes to the highest possible, and you make sure you go to the highest plane and you say, thank you, the creator of all that is. And you're going to download in the packet, but you're going to jump in that grid. You don't have to go over here to this grid. Just align up to your source, to what you've experienced, what you know, getting into that highest frequency. And you say, thank you, Spirit, and you look for the download. I will throw energy up on the grid for people to I do it every day. So if you need extra oomph, okay, I just need extra help. Thank you, Spirit. And then you just kind of open up and just feel like you're receiving from the grid. It's not my energy. You don't need that shit. It's the highest frequency that you're asking for. I am human, a spiritual human that had prayed and said whatever they need today, be it of their highest good, and then help them in alignment. If they're in hell, help them out. If they want to stay in hell, then I may not support that, but I will stand back and love you. But maybe you need a little bit of ray of light, however it is. You'll know your soul is kind of like, but the universe is always lining up for you. You and your universe is you having a conversation. You are the one that's responsible for what's coming in and not coming in. I just put it up there and say, whatever the highest good. I love you, and whatever you're going to create, because you're choosing that life. I'm over here creating in this life. We all created the same. God, no, we're not cookie cutters, but we can share the code. We can share the information. We can share and grow. Okay. And we can learn from each other. We can create a manual for living. We can do many things.